I don't know what to do.
That's annoying!
Looks terrible. We're hiding these. Ow! What is going on here?
This is a joke.
Where's the dish? This should be really obvious.
Oh dear, oh dear.
I've not missed this.
Nope.
Do we ever? Janice, are you there?
Hello, boys.
Hello, Janice.
Today's theme is Hidden Timer. As usual, you will all have 10 minutes each to cook. However, there will be no countdown on screen and you are not allowed to know how long you have left. Your turn will simply end and you will be asked to leave the kitchen.
Internal chef clock at the ready.
Oh,
I spent 6 to 7 minutes doing nothing.
Yeah.
And by that time, I've lost all track of time.
Yeah, I've tasted stuff and then I get to do something.
There is going to be, oh my goodness, so much unfinished.
And there's
more than
just
usual.
40 minutes between us.
Is there
We can do anything with those ingredients.
We can cook anything we want.
It's freedom.
Anything?
Anything.
Freedom.
Really?
And what order would you like us to cook in?
The order will be decided by the order you arrived at the studio this morning. Earliest to latest.
I'm always a keen bean, I always get here first.
Last.
One chef, 3 normals,
I'm the chef at the beginning!
40 minutes. Get out of the kitchen and I'll get started on something. Right, we've got a whole table full of leftovers from the last few days of filming, including one delicious chilled pea soup. That doesn't need anything doing to it, so I might just serve it. But how about like a trio of cold soups? Because it is summer, it is lovely and warm, we've got loads of fresh ingredients, so I'm just gonna make a little trio of nice fresh soups and leave the boys to do the cooking. These are lovely Isle of Wight tomatoes, beautifully seasonal, colourful, and that little bit of spring onion, maybe just one. Not too much raw garlic. That, little bit of cucumber with a little bit of jalapeno, a little bit of fresh spice. Lovely. Season it. Good amount of olive oil, nice vinegar, actual sherry vinegar, a little bit of basil. Crack a black pepper. That is one dish done. How about a third one? Like a chilled cucumber watermelon soup. The challenge with not knowing when your go is over is you don't want to step out of the kitchen and in the 60 seconds or so it takes us to transfer over to have something on the hob burning that you haven't got control of. So if I just don't cook anything, then I don't get into that kind of dilemma. Plan around the restrictions. Lots of wet things, so cucumber, celery, watermelon, they're all very wet, which means they'll blend up nicely with some mint, some parsley, a little bit of basil, so some fresh herbs. This is fruity, this is fresh, a little bit of salt, a little bit of yogurt. Our pea velouté was already done. We don't want vinegar as such, but a little bit of wine. There's a soup. There's a soup. There's a soup. I've made 3 cold soups in what is probably 6 minutes? I don't know. Maybe I've had 60% of my time. Watermelon with spice, some phyllo and salmon gives them enough choice. They're gonna hate me. Because there's 4 of us to cook and I've stood in and not cooked anything. Remember, pass it on is all a game of communication, really. 3 soups. I mean, it can't be much clearer than that, can it? This was a beautiful soup we made for a video we filmed the other day. Cold soup. I think more people should celebrate cold soups. Cold soup number 1, gazpacho number 2, watermelon and cucumber yogurt soup, chilled soup number 3. I don't know how much longer I've got, but probably another couple of minutes. What do? Something to dip in the soup. Sourdough, because it has the acidity, means that when you grill it, it goes particularly crispy. However, this has been cut into a few days ago, so it's getting to that stale stage. Some nice long strips that we can oil and rub with garlic once it's cooked. Clean as you go. How much time? I reckon I've probably got another minute left. One thing I can pretty much guarantee is that this will take longer than a few minutes to cook in the oven. so that this won't burn. Toasting pepper. It's already nicely seasoned bread. Once that crisps up, we've got some little croutons to go on top of, or croûtes to go on our chilled soup trio. And the garlic, we put on there and kind of roast off as well. We'll start to blend this and then we can actually taste it in case it's terrible. But watermelon and cucumber is a lovely combination. The tanginess of celery and white wine brings it back. It's seasoned, it's super fresh, we've got the herbs in there. I feel like 10 minutes actually, when you haven't got a clock ticking down behind you, it's quite a lot of time. More time than I expected. Which means I've actually done all three, sod it. A wonderful little starter on a pub menu. Little goes a long way, celebrates seasonal fruit. And that is my bell. 10 minutes, on the dot. How much of a team game did I play? Probably not very. I'm gonna give myself 7.5 out of 10. Who was next in this morning? Barry!
Very tidy kitchen with, what is that? You've got some soldiers in the oven, and we have some, has he made these dips? He's made dips and soldiers, and he's got these things out. What the heck is that gonna be? I know he's gone, I'll put these out because it'll be really obvious for Barry when he gets in there, but I haven't got a freaking clue. Let's go for chunks of this, fry them off, get crispy edges, and they can mix that in something later on, get those in there, bit of oil, do something. We have some amazingly fresh, beautiful tomatoes here that I think will go also well with the sausage. I think that. So we'll get that crisping off. Let's get another pan on the go. So we'll get a base in there. Garlic, onion, sausage meat, cooking down, tomatoes in, mixed in with that smoked sausage, lovely sausagey ragu. What's he expecting me to do with that? He thinks what he's done is really obvious, isn't he? Was he really confident when he left the kitchen? Figures. That's going to go into this pan with this sausage. Got garlic in there. I reckon I've had about 4 minutes. Yeah, 6 left. 6 left, I'm going to say. Okay, garlic also done. That's going to go in there. See what I do need? I want some red wine to deglaze, please. That's white, but it will do. Get them cooking down. I want them to be soft and jammy, and I want a little bit of char on that sausage. Garlic going in, cook it out very slightly. Sausage meat going in. Jamie's gonna be like, okay, cool, he's gone heavy on meat and spicy flavours. He'll want to develop that. I think he's gonna add it to, he needs some carbs to go with this. Maybe spaghetti, I don't know. I'm gonna take a few points off myself to give myself, 6. Jamie! Quick!
Snacking baby bell for the journey in. It's been a journey. What have we got going on? Pork mincy. We've got 3 dips. Are they dips? We've got some wine, watermelon, salmon, some pastry. Oh, what's in here? Some long pieces of bread. Toast. I'm not going to pretend I'm not confused, because I am confused.
Jamie was here before 9 o'clock, also on time. So he'll come in with some great ideas. He's efficient. He'll look at this and go, this needs more flavour.
Does Barry want me to make a sausage roll? It feels like he wants me to make a sausage roll. It's just a single piece of garlic and 3 pieces of bread. So right, rub that on that. To me, this feels like that's a finished element. That's finished. I don't know what they're supposed to be, but we can dip them in them. How long have we got left? Oh, no. Between us, I mean. It's just me and Mike left to go, isn't it? Yes, it's not actually that long. We're not using a watermelon. We're not using salmon. We're not using tomatoes. We're having a sausage roll and some dips. I reckon I've had 3 minutes. This is Fido pastry. That's not gonna work. That's unhelpful, or is it? We can make, yes, I know what we're doing. We're making wontons. We're making wontons. Go with some smoky pea, some salt. And then how big or small do we want these? I think we probably want, got a little bit of butter. That can help us glue it together. How is the big pieces of sausage going to fit in that? It's not. It's really, really not. Yes, yeah, double layer, double layer, double layer, double layer. Oh, yeah. That isn't exactly what I thought it would turn into, but... Yep, yeah, we're good, we're good. Yeah, I think we've invented a new dish. I don't think this has ever been done before. I need to get these into the oven before Mike can not get these into... This isn't the same. No! Is that 10 minutes? No! No! It's a 2. It's a big pile of number 2, isn't it? Mike!
Right. Oh, wow, we've got some stuff. Fingers. Yum. Fingers. Okay, that will taste good. Some stuff going on here. Oh no, this is a Jamie! He's done a Jamie. What is that? Get a pan with some butter in it. I'll put some oil too, like extra fatty. There are so many spoons out. Is he supposed to have made spring rolls? Like, what? I've just got to commit and do this. I don't know what this dish is. We're here, guys. This is going in. Let's see if we can get anywhere close to cooking some of these things. 4's enough. You know, there's some eclectic shaping going on there. Cover this pastry in oil, scrunch it up, and do like these little sort of, hopefully, slightly crispy things. Get them in the hottest oven ever, and see if maybe we can plate some of that up with some of that. Okay, so we've got 0 veg for that. And we've got 0 veg over here. So let's have some spring onions. Can we get some asparagus done in time? Yeah, maybe, screw it. Asparagus can go in there. Lettuce is good. We need some sort of greenery. Let's serve some sort of greenery with whatever that is. Oh dear, I hate this so much. This is just gonna turn into a really silly pile on a plate, as usual. And I hate the fact that I don't know how long we've got. They're just coming out because they're a train wreck. Need a plate. Right, let's start plating. I hate it, but hey, food waste, so let's pile it. Oh, I really don't know how long I've got. I really hope I have more than 2 minutes, although I don't feel like I do. Bit of garlic, bit of ginger in at the end. And I have a feeling I'm just gonna need to get this on a plate. Oh dear. Look, this is pastry with its own thing inside. So let's do that. Scatter it with some lovely spring onions. Lemon and garlic asparagus served with this like that. This was out and it was ruined. So we're gonna dot these little crunchy bits in and around for some more texture. Lettuce, squeeze of lemon juice. It feels like the chef made a dish and then the normals made a dish. And, we've got some nice olive oil there, which I shan't be using. There we go. The lettuce was unnecessary. I'm gonna give myself a 3. But everything that was cooked went onto the plate. And for that, I am proud.
Okay.
You've heard the phrase S sandwich. Yes.
Yes.
Well, this is an S open sandwich. So part 1 is the good bit. And then we had the S part. So Ben, if you'd like to do the honours.
Goodness me.
Wow.
Well, what I do think we've got is maybe appetizer and main. Should we taste it in that order?
I think that would be a good idea.
read an article the other day about the rise of chilled soups in the UK, how we're just catching on to like the Spanish who have amazing chilled soups. And we had the chilled pea veloute left over and already done. So I just made 2 more chilled soups to celebrate seasonal ingredients.
You're telling me the watermelon, sausage, and fish weren't a clue?
Well, they were just, I think, flavours that would really lend themselves.
I spent
a pickled watermelon salad
I spent
with
10
like
minutes panicking going, what does he want me to do with a watermelon, a sausage and a fish?
Never ask yourself that question. What does Ben want me to do with
No.
the watermelon, the sausage and the fish?
I cooked the wrapped things in a pan where I could see them cooking. One part was quite hot, apologies. There was so much meat and pastry everywhere. I had no time, so I cut up some lettuce. I grilled some asparagus with some garlic, lemon and ginger, and I put it all on a plate.
It's tasty, but
It's
I don't
fun.
know what it is.
But I'm just going to say, those wontony things are lovely.
Yeah,
Ball
they're
sacks
fine.
was the other word that I came up
No,
with.
but I'm giving him a compliment. Stop
Yep.
screwing it up.
Sorry.
No.
They're nice.
I think actually all of it tastes good, but it's just the quantity.
I kind of was hoping we'd steer down a really lovely seasonal fresh approach.
No,
and we
we
ended up
did,
doing
we did,
smoked
we did.
paprika, pork
Yeah, we
and
did.
chorizo again.
Yeah, we did. We left it there for you. That's your bit.
And that tastes the same as everything else we make and
And that's
pass it
our
on.
bit.
I gave myself 7.5 and it's tasty. And as a challenge, I loved not having a timer because I think it's the calmest I've ever been cooking because I
Not for
wasn't
me.
pressured by a clock behind me. I really enjoyed it. As a collective effort, it's not great, is it? And yet it all tastes quite nice. It's just so confused. I think it's a fail. I think you let me down, boys.
I wasn't trying to impress you, if I'm honest.
I think you let Janice down, boys.
I gave myself a underwhelming 6. I think it could have been a pass with some more creativity, but no, it's a fail.
I gave myself a big steaming pile of 2.
Oh,
There's a running theme here.
Yeah, I gave myself a number 2 because I didn't think I'd gone it in a great direction with it. I do think collectively it's a fail. It's not cohesive, is it?
I scored myself, I think, a 4, which is too high. I mean, it's an absolute fail.
It's a
Because I
dirty
think,
sweep.
because I think we can do better.
We should be able to do
I think with some
better.
small tweaks, we could do better.
Not great.
a
Over
fail.
to you guys. What do you think? Comment down below. Pass, fail, and who overscored or underscored themselves. Comment down below.
turns out practice doesn't make perfect.
It does not.
It doesn't.
No.